We live in a world obsessed with visibility. We want to know where our packages are, exactly how our funds are spent, and who is responsible for the leak in the ceiling. Think about the modern apartment building. Hundreds of lives packed into a single concrete grid. A micro-society that requires constant maintenance, budgets, and decisions. For decades, these small micro-societies were run on informal trust. A handshake, a paper notebook, a meeting in a hallway. But trust is fragile, and when it breaks, when money disappears or a repair is neglected, chaos follows. So, as builders and creators, we design a solution. We build a system, a dashboard, a software platform to automate payments, track maintenance, and make everything perfectly transparent. We believe that if everyone can see everything, the friction will disappear. In 1791, the philosopher Jeremy Bentham designed a theoretical prison called the Panopticon. The structure allowed a single guard to watch every inmate, without the inmates knowing if they were being watched. Bentham argued that this total visibility would force people to behave perfectly. Today, we haven't built prisons, we've built interfaces. We created digital panopticons for our committees, our companies, and our daily logistics, all under the beautiful name of transparency. But humans don't react to total visibility the way engineers think they do. When you replace human relationships with a rigid system of total tracking, something strange happens. Trust doesn't grow, it dies. When every dollar, every maintenance ticket, and every interaction is logged and measured, we stop looking at each other as neighbors or partners. We start looking at each other as metrics. The system that was meant to cure suspicion actually subsidizes it. Because the moment the data glitches or a payment split takes an extra hour to process, the system screams that something is wrong. As builders, we often fall into the trap of thinking that a smoother workflow equals a happier user. We integrate automated payment gateways, we build beautiful commission-splitting logic, and we remove the need for people to ever look each other in the eye. We think we are removing friction, but friction is where human connection lives. When an apartment committee handles a crisis through an automated portal instead of a messy, uncomfortable face-to-face conversation, they are choosing safety over community. This is the paradox facing the modern entrepreneur. The software we build to manage communities often ends up sanitizing them. We give people transparency, but we take away proximity. And without proximity, the human brain default programs itself to assume the worst about the people on the other side of the screen. The great challenge of creating tools for human beings is remembering that we are not code. We are tribal creatures, driven by status, fear, and the need for validation. The best systems aren't the ones that automate humans out of the loop to create a perfect machine. The best systems are the ones that use technology to bring humans back to the table. Transparency shouldn't be a weapon used to police each other. It should be a baseline that frees us up to talk about what actually matters. Next time you design a workflow, a SaaS platform, or a solution for a messy human problem, ask yourself, are you building a system to help people trust each other, or are you just building a machine to replace the need for trust entirely? Because the more perfect the machine,